Uh, I said let me just give this advice to people. When you are overeducated, when you are overwise, you cannot stay in a marriage. Do you know why? It is very difficult for you to see a professor who know his or her right to stay in a marriage. It's very difficult. Do you know why? Because marriage is a nonsense. And you have to take nonsense to stay in a marriage. If you did not take nonsense, you can't stay in a marriage. Number one, right from the first day that you get married, the man, must change his name to endurance. And the woman must change her name to patient. Because the things that both of them will see is nonsense and nonsense and nonsense. That is why you see many people who say they are very educated, that they know their right. Go and check them. They don't last in a marriage because whenever anybody do this, a woman do this, say, no, 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 you don't have to do that. I know my right. They don't stay in a marriage. Marriage is meant for people who play a full role. Like, you take nonsense, your name is nonsense, Those are people that marriage made for. If you think maybe I'm lying, you can go out there to see people like most of those women who are preaching feminism. They don't practice it at home. They don't. They don't. They don't practice it. So when you look at people say, oh, well, I'm too educated, I'm this, I don't take such nonsense. If you don't take such nonsense, go and check them. you know Maybe I'm just like, give you this. It's not, maybe it may affect somebody, this thing that I'm saying, may get somebody annoyed, but that is the truth. If you want to stay in a marriage, you have to be, number one, you have to be stupid. Number two, you have to take your name as a nonsense, and you have to change your name as a man to endurance, while the woman have to change her name to patient. If you did not do that, you can't stay. Because the meaning of marriage is a nonsense. When you see many people today, many professors today, many deeds that, oh, I know my right. You don't know your right in a marriage. Because if you do, you will lose the first marriage. When you know your right too, you will lose the second marriage, being men or women. But you have to play a very stupid role. You have to be stupid. You have to take nonsense. Both the woman and the man, you have to take nonsense. You have to take nonsense. If you did not take nonsense, you can't stay. You see, feminism, they are preaching feminism everywhere. They don't practice it at home, because if they do, the marriage, it won't work. It's not going to work. You don't know your right in a marriage. You don't know your right. You just play the role. Sometimes you see people that have spent so many years in marriage. You have to respect them. You see people, they grow old, like 60 years, 70 years, they are still together. Do you know the nonsense that they have seen? The men and the women that stay in a marriage. Do you know the nonsense that they have seen? They take nonsense, they bear nonsense. They fight, they settle, they fight, they quarrel, they settle. That is it. But if you just think that, oh, this woman is like this, she did this type of nonsense to me. No woman has ever done this to me before. You drove her. Definitely, you will still get married to other one. Then the other one that you are going to see, you'll be like thinking that, oh, you will be telling this one that my former wife is not like this. She can't try this rubbish to me. What will happen? You will still drive her. That is two now, right? That you will now go to the third. Likewise, the women too. So in a marriage, you don't have to claim that you are wise. You have to play a full role. You have to be stupid. You have to take nonsense. You have to tolerate nonsense. The both people, both the men and the woman, you have to take nonsense. You have to change your name to endurance as the man. You have to change, the woman have to change her name to patient, you know. If you did not, haven't you seen many marriage counseling where you go that I want to get married, say you have to go for marriage counseling. Most of the women, they don't have, they are not in husband house. Most of the men, they don't have wife. Why? Because they don't want to take nonsense, you know. They don't. No woman can talk to me like this. No man can talk to me like this, man. You are just deceiving yourself, you know, because there is no man in this world, there is no woman in this world that is 100% good, you know. So please, if this thing affect you, just please just take it as an advice, you know. So don't get it twisted. I'm just like, you know, just giving this to people, you know. So don't look at people. There are some people when you see them outside, you think that, oh, maybe I look at this lovely family, man. It's not. Have you gone inside? They fight, they quarrel, they fight, they quarrel, they settle. That is life, you know. But when you just think that, oh, because you just have issue with your wife, you just want to run away, you can get angry, you know. After that, you calm down. Both the woman, you get angry, then you calm down, you know. But like those who said they are so much educated, you know, I know the law. I know the law. They don't stay. They don't stay with their wife. They don't stay in the marriage. I know the law. They don't stay in marriage. You know, you can't use law. You can't use right. Everybody know right. But sometimes, you know, there are some right. You know, you still think about it because when you use it on the marriage, you will survive it. You know, so that is that. Please, if you find this video, if you like it, please follow on Facebook. You know, if you don't still like it, follow, but don't let it get you annoyed, you know. So it's just an advice, you know. So thank you guys.